Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but y'all find it really interesting that, like, Apple is just so overpriced, so overrated, and literal junk. Like, I'm sorry, but I have not been impressed with Apple's new lineup of anything lately. In fact, actually, I am very dissatisfied, to say the least, because I feel like they're taking 10 steps backwards, and everything that they're doing right now is very, let's just say, not what I would call innovation. I feel like they are completely lacking in innovation and just not doing solid. And it's also fitting that Tim Cook, the new CEO, well, he's not new, but he's been the CEO for like a couple years now, is being sued again for not allowing people to know the truth about the new Apple Intelligence. So if you are an Apple user who definitely can vouch and say that you're not impressed with Apple, mad respect to you. And if you're thinking of leaving the Apple family, I don't blame you. I did 2 Novembers ago, and I couldn't be happier because I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I feel like my tech is finally getting somewhere, and it's actually being used in a way that shows the innovation is there. You know, I don't feel like I bought something totally overpriced just to be completely unhappy with it. And honestly, I don't need to have that Apple status. I don't need to have that Apple logo on the back to say that I'm in with it. Like, no. I have a crowd that doesn't glorify Apple when it comes to my brand. Or, like, let's just say that when it comes to Samsung, because I am a Samsung user, I feel like we actually appreciate our devices more because why? We don't have to be so statusy with them. I feel like, and I'm not saying all Apple users are this way, but there's a lot of Apple users who, unfortunately, in my eyes, have this huge statusy thing where they have to be like in people's faces, completely just, look at me, I have the Apple symbol, and it's my status, and I claim it as my status, and I wear it proudly, or I use it proudly. And literally, if I'm being honest, more than half y'all who own Apple phones probably, if you haven't been disappointed already, well, I'm going to disappoint you even more. The reason why your phones are not durable and they break easily is because Apple doesn't want you to have a lasting phone. They just want you to keep spending at the bank of Apple. They want you to keep buying their products, and so they make them undurable, not lasting. They also purposefully make them glitchy so that you will have to continuously get the newest software model. Like, it's crazy. Most Android phones that I can say right now, especially Samsung, they get like a decade, at least a decade of the updates on their phones for whatever software has come out. And they're not trying to like force people to upgrade if people so choose not to, but that's the problem I feel with Apple, is that they force you to upgrade, they force you to pay a fortune, a literal fortune, for glorified junk, glorified metal, basically, and you don't get what it's worth out of it. You actually end up more frustrated than ever. I've never met an Android user that is frustrated. Most Android users would say they're genuinely happy, and if they are frustrated, it's a simple fix. But yeah, I've never been satisfied with Apple lately. In fact, actually, man, like, you can't even go to the Apple store anymore. Like, if you don't have a certain status, they won't fix nothing for you at the Apple store. They won't fix your phone. They certainly won't fix anything that you own. Because why? You don't have that premium Apple One status, or whatever the heck they call it these days. So seriously, if you have an Apple, don't flaunt it like you love it. Be honest. If you do love it, great. If you don't hide it. Don't be ashamed to say you hate it. Don't be ashamed to say that you don't like it because it's got some issues. And don't be afraid to try new things. Trying new things, honestly, isn't a bad deal. You'll love it. You'll be more free. You won't be tied to an ecosystem. For God's sakes, I feel like Apple ties people to an ecosystem, and then when you leave, they make it nearly impossible for you because they make it painful. Because every little thing that you own that's supposed to work with your devices, it doesn't translate. And so they're like, yeah, make it painful. And then when you come back, you're like, why did I come back? So disappointing. So yeah, I'm not loving the new stuff they're pushing. I'm not loving the software. I'm not loving any of it. And like I said, I know I don't own Apple products, but just while I had the opportunity to use my iPad, which I no longer have, and I tried out the software, it was meh. There's nothing special about it. I could honestly say that it was probably a downgrade, a huge downgrade, in my opinion. There's just it wasn't giving anything. It wasn't special because, fun fact, Apple only knows how to copy and paste. And when I say copy and paste, I mean every idea that they have right now is not new. It's been in the Android world for years. Or Android's been more innovative with it, and so Apple just decides, well, because we can't come up with anything creative, we're just going to steal all of Android's ideas. Hint, hint. Samsung makes your screen. So if you don't like Apple being made by Samsung, well, too bad. Because Samsung literally makes the phone screen for Apple. Because Apple can't make it themselves. So, how sad that a booming phone company and tech giant has to make your phone screen for you because you literally can't do it yourself. Anyways, this is just my rant. I've had this rant for a while, and I've been thinking about it probably for 2 years, and I'm just now getting on to actually posting about it and talking about it because, I don't know, I just feel like there's nothing giving. Like I said, I don't find there's anything creative. And I'm sorry, but yeah. I don't need to be hating on anybody who truly loves Apple. It's just, I can't vibe with it. And I don't think I ever will. I don't think I'll go back. I have pretty much determined when I switched to Android 2 Novembers ago that I'm not going back. I'm never going back. There's no way. Nobody can pay me or even offer me an incentive. I won't come back. Nope. I'm done. I'm literally done with it. And I'm much happier. I have so few issues that I have to worry about, and the level of frustration that comes with having to take my device to the store. Honestly, I can get remote service. I don't have to take it to a store. currently my current setup. And also too, there's really nothing that I have issues with. I mean, honestly, I don't really have any issues except for QuickShare, which is basically the Android version of ScareDrop. And yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Obviously, if you are an Apple user, no hate from me here. I won't hate on you if that's what you have, but just know I'm not vibing with it. And if you're ever gonna ask me if I will use one again, no, my answer is a solid no. And there's no questions, there's no nothing. I'm just, no, not happening. It's not needed, really, honestly. I would much rather invest into quality, innovative tech than literal glorified junk. Bye.